I will be supporting the Prime Minister's withdrawal agreement when we vote for it next week. I do not celebrate that we are leaving the EU, but I do recognise that this was the decision of the British people. I've seen firsthand how being a member of the EU can be a force for good, enabling us in the UK to work with neighbours on common issues, on environmental matters, financial market reforms, building a network for scientific cooperation, what my kids loved most, ending mobile roaming. I also saw, though, an EU which had changed dramatically from the common market we joined, and many people across our country were very uncomfortable with this. We gave people the vote. I campaigned for Remain, but Leave won. We told people that their vote would be respected. But people were also told again and again that a no-deal Brexit was not what would happen. Trade will continue. Germans want to sell us their cars. We'll get a trade deal. It will be easy. Many of my constituents work in areas that are not covered by the WTO. Leaving with a no deal is not a good deal, and a no-deal Brexit is not what people were promised. The withdrawal agreement gives stability on citizens' rights. It gives businesses breathing space to transition from where we are today to a new relationship. The declaration on the future framework does pave the way to the deepest trade partnership, the deepest security partnership the EU has ever entered into with the third country. And actually, yes, it does cover environmental protections, it does cover workers' rights. And I know members on the benches opposite would like more detail on that long-term relationship. But time after time, EU negotiators, my contacts across the EU, have said to me, we cannot give you that long-term relationship, that detail on the long-term relationship, until you agree the withdrawal agreement. And so I say to the party opposite, you want to tear up that whole negotiations and start again, but that's really high risk. Come April the 18th, the European Parliament shuts for its elections. They're gone. There won't be another European Commission until the autumn, possibly not till Christmas. Some people are saying not until after Christmas. And meanwhile, what happens? Last week, Universities UK warned of the risks of no deal to our science community, the real possibility of a brain drain. This week, the Manufacturers' Organisation has published its annual survey. Our businesses are diverting investment, they are stockpiling, they are reviewing supply chains. Yesterday in this chamber, the member for North Down warned us of the real risk of no deal, leading to a border poll in Northern Ireland and the breakup of our own United Kingdom. I was born in Northern Ireland, I grew up in Northern Ireland. My friends and contacts say that's a real risk too. Now, I know that the DUP and contacts from across this floor are concerned about the backstop, but I believe we will get more reassurance. The Irish Prime Minister said that this week, and the EU negotiators, when they want to move, they can move fast. So let's make sure we get that reassurance, because I know colleagues also want more detail on the future framework. That's apparently why you're not voting for the withdrawal agreement. But you won't get that until we pass the withdrawal agreement. I say again, no deal is not a good deal. A second referendum does not reduce uncertainty. It does not reduce risk. I campaigned in the last referendum over 58 Westminster constituencies, and I genuinely believe if we went back for a second vote now, there's a very significant risk it could be even more anti the EU than it was 2.5 years ago. Going back to square one also does not reduce uncertainty. It does not reduce risk. So, colleagues, I will be voting for this deal. I will be voting for this deal because in everything that I have seen, it is the best way to protect jobs, to protect security, to enable a long-term relationship with our neighbours across the EU, and to deliver that future framework that you on the benches opposite and that we on this side of the House want in order to care for the lives and livelihoods of our constituents. Thank you very much.